Ever wonder if you can contest the payload on the other side of a strange portal? Or if the Loki runes protect Namor's Monstro spawns? Or if you can reset Winter Soldier's ult off a Mantis Sleep Ghost? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're going to enjoy this Marvel Rivals Mythbusters series, so make sure you leave your extra myths and questions in the comments, and let's begin. The mission vehicle, or the payload, heals you. Let's take a look over here on the attacking side. Yes, you're healing 10 HP per second as long as you stand near the mission vehicle. However, on the defending side, you do not get that bonus healing, so it's kind of incentivizing the attackers to play near it to get that little bonus healing. The mission vehicle speed maxes out at 4 players. Every Overwatch player or former Overwatch player knows it's 3 people max on the payload for max speed, and if you have nobody on it, it doesn't move. But in Marvel Rivals, things work a lot differently. The payload does move at a base movement speed of 1 meter per second with no players on it. With 1 player on it, it moves at 1.67 meters per second. With 2 players, it's 1.93 meters per second. With 3 players, it's roughly 2.26 meters per second, and with 4 players, this is the myth that everyone's been saying, that this game has 4 players that change the speed. You know, I get it, because the icon here shows 4 players, but it turns out it's the exact same speed as 3 people. 3 and 4, no difference. But the bigger takeaway point here is that adding 1 single player on the vehicle has the biggest bang for your buck, with a relative increase in speed of 67%, while adding 2 or 3 players on the vehicle only adds about a 15 to 17% increase. Mission vehicle considers Loki clones as a player. This one's super easy to test. Throw a Loki clone on the payload and nothing happens. It's not recontesting, it's not trying to push it forward or capture it, so no, Loki clones do not count as a player. Doctor Strange can contest the mission vehicle through his Pentagram of Farallah portal. Yeah, that was a mouthful. I'm trying to call all the abilities by their full names, but yeah, let's just call it the portal. Can you contest the payload on the other side of a portal? And it looks like you cannot. The payload is continuing on its journey. Here's actually another angle to prove the point, where if we put the portal in the pathway of the payload and Strange is standing on the other side, is it even stopping and being contested? Absolutely not. You can contest the objective while invisible. We can check this very easily with Loki and Invisible Woman, and you can see the payload is not being captured right now. It only begins capturing once we are out of stealth, as you can see. So no, you can't contest while invisible. Stasis abilities like Namor's Blessing of the Deep can contest objectives. The reason why we put this in here is because everybody who plays Psylocke knows you can no longer contest while you're in her ult animation, but a stasis ability like Namor definitely does contest. CC immune animations like the Punisher's culling turret can contest objectives. So in this footage, we moved the objective as close as we could to the checkpoint, 0.39 meters away, and we had the Punisher transform, but the objective did not move at all, which means you can still contest while doing an animation. Check the Hulk as well, pick somebody up in his ultimate, and he's still able to contest. So CC immune animations can still contest objectives, yes. Namor's Monstro spawns fall to the ground when the destructible object on it breaks. So this piece of cover is destructible, and we have a Monstro spawn here, and you can see it actually disappears. It does not fall to the ground. So if you have a habit of just chucking it on any wall, maybe you should think twice. Psylocke's Dance of the Butterfly ultimate can target Magik's Limbo demon. So as of this Season 1 patch, the Psylocke ult targeting has changed quite a bit. So if you put a demon down, you can see that Psylocke will only try to target a real player. It will ignore the demon unless there are no actual players in its range. Only then will she target the demon. So the takeaway point is that dropping the demon doesn't actually save you from the Psylocke slashes. It doesn't help share the damage. Winter Soldier's Kraken impact, that's his ultimate, can reset on a Mantis illusion from the Spore Slumber. Hopefully people know by now that if somebody's sleeping, there's a purple ghost that has 100 HP behind, that if you kill it, it does wake the person up. So can Bucky go again on this? And the answer is no, it does not reset his ultimate. Venom's Symbiotic Resilience, that's his big shield button, considers the bonus health he already gains from his ultimate Feast of Abyss. So if you read the description of the shield button, Symbiotic Resilience, the lower the Venom's health, the greater the bonus health generated. And then for his ultimate Feast of the Abyss, it generates him bonus health. The easy test is the left side is control, the right side is using his ultimate first, sitting at 438 HP. Now we can press the shield and see if he's gaining more or less, and if you take a look at the footage, he gained 940 HP in both instances. We also double checked with a couple of different starting HP values, and it seems like it's the same for all. So no, Symbiotic Resilience will not consider the overhealth gained by his ultimate, and this myth is busted. When Adam Warlock dies after casting Karmic Revival, he can still res players while in his cocoon. So first we're going to cast the ultimate, make sure it goes off, so we mark a spot where people can be res, and then we move towards dead allies, and oh my god, it actually works. It actually can send people back to the res spot while you're dead yourself. Here's 2 bots, ding ding, turn around, and look, they're back. It actually is confirmed. Loki's Regeneration domain can protect deployables like Namor's Monstro spawns. We all know how powerful this ability is because nothing dies in it, but you can see here the Monstro spawns or deployables are actually falling down and getting killed in here, so no, it won't protect it. Storm's Thunder damage boost affects deployables such as Peni Parker's Arachno-Mines. So let's get a bit of reference footage, no boosts, and the mines do 100 damage. You can see the exact bar on Star-Lord's HP. So now we're in Storm's damage boost, and the mines do the exact same damage, no change. Here's one more bit where the Storm is amping it up, and it's doing 100 damage. So these damage boosts do not affect Arachno-Mines. Loki copying an ally Peni Parker can also hide their Arachno-Mines in their teammates' webs. Alright, we have a Peni here throwing a couple of mines inside the web. They're hidden, you can't see them unless you walk over them. And now we have the Loki copying the same Peni and trying to throw some mines in the web. And you can see they're all visible and they can be destroyed. So this myth is busted. You cannot share the same web with different mines. Loki copying Peni can also expand the ally Peni's webs for the spider drones to move across. So if this myth were true, what's happening in this footage is that this Loki cloned Peni ulting is expanding the webs, and the drones are supposed to be gliding across from the nest and killing those bots on the other side, but nothing's actually happening, which means this myth is busted. Squirrel Girl's Unbeatable Squirrel Tsunami, her ultimate, can track invisible targets. So let's send the squirrels out. Can they sniff out invisible women? Yes, they can. The squirrels know all. They know where the goods are at. Here with Psylocke, same thing. You can't hide. Loki copying an ally Groot can interact with the same ally Groot's Thornlash Walls. So the myth is a little vague, so let's be a little more specific here. The interaction of stacking walls doesn't actually work, so that's busted. However, the more important interaction is actually whether the damage still applies. And would you look at that? Different wall, different Groot, and they still kind of work together. Here's a different perspective. We put one wall up. We have the Loki copy, put his wall up to prove that both walls still slash. So hey, it works in this case. Mr. Fantastic's reflexive rubber can block damage from all directions. So here we're gonna hit it from the front. Yes. Now we're gonna hit it from the back. Yes. And then we're gonna hit it from the side. Yes. So Mr. Fantastic can indeed block from all directions. Mr. Fantastic's reflexive rubber cannot be absorbed by It's Jeff, his ultimate. Yeah, that looks to be the case. This myth is confirmed. Mr. Fantastic's arms stretch out his hurtbox. Listen, as the recent Street Fighter 6 AJM Slam second place winner, Team Nephew baby, I thought about this one because I know as Honda I've been able to chop a Dhalsim across the screen. So hey, if Mr. Fantastic can stretch his arms across, will he get hit by stuff? Well, with the bullet test with Punisher, nothing's hitting him. Let's try with something a little more lethal like the Scarlet Witch ultimate. Nope. And one more time for good measure, whipping out our arms like Dhalsim, trying to see if we can expand the hurtbox. And no, it doesn't look like it's the case for this game. Adam Warlock can resurrect through Doctor Strange's Pentagram of Farallah. So here Strange is opening a portal, and if you cast Adam's ultimate, it doesn't res the people if you're looking through it. However, if you step through to the other side, it will bring it back to the original alt cast location. So you can do it across the map like this. Now, isn't that pretty cool? Rocket Raccoon can resurrect through Doctor Strange's Pentagram of Farallah. In the previous example, Adam Warlock's res is mobile because it follows where Adam goes, but Rocket's res is a fixed location, and unfortunately it doesn't allow him to res through it. Rocket Raccoon's CYA ultimate can damage boost through Doctor Strange's Pentagram of Farallah. Here we'll set up the ultimate, and you can see the beams that are attached normally for the damage boost on the other side of the portal, but once you step through, they detach immediately, so no, you cannot damage boost through the portal. Two Rocket Raccoons, one from a Loki, can stack their CYA ultimates. So here we have the Loki copy the Rocket. Both of them put down their ultimates, and visually, only one person can be boosted. Look at the beams. They only pick a single target. They don't stack. So let's actually test with real numbers, just in case the visual animations don't match. So 1 boost, 682 HP left on the Groot. 2 Rocket ultimates, 682 HP left on Groot. So this myth is busted. They do not stack. And that's it for the myths. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some more in the comments. We'll test them for future episodes. See you later.